Hi everyone, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Amber.
And we're
Witches Talking Tarot.
And today we're going to be discussing tarot. We're
doing like weird shit. The different suits and all of their associations.
Right. Please don't block us, YouTube, for having that.
Oh, it's an Athames. It's a magical tool. But I won't hold it up again that way.
I didn't even think about it. I know YouTube is so peculiar.
I don't know. It's got amber in it. I don't know.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
is that
Corey
really
made
one
it.
of your Athames?
Yeah, Corey made it. It's that's my name. When we were dating, he used to do my name like this, and I thought it was so cool. And then he was gonna get it tattooed on him, and then I was like, let's not get names tattooed on it. Yeah.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah. So anyway, but I love how he does my name like that. So he like burned it into this, and then he like he stained the wood and he drilled the holes. Like he made the handle like out of the stick. And he put the blade into it after sharpening it and all that jazz. And then he put pieces of amber in the handle.
That's romantic.
Yeah, it was like Valentine's present. So
how
like
sweet.
legit
Did you
romantic.
love it?
Yes.
Did you see him working on it, or did he?
No, he does it like he's like all secretive. Like that space over there on the way out to the backyard.
Uh-huh.
That's like his little workbench when he's like working on this stuff, and over on the other side of this wall. And like he'll be like, "You can't come out here." He's like, it's so cute. He's so cute. He's adorable for like a 6'5" like Neanderthal looking Viking guy. He's adorable.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's fucking cute. He's a cutie.
So speaking of emotions and love, do we want to start with the cups? Now before we get like officially started, the tarot has 4 suits. Cups, Pentacles, Wands, and Swords, and they each have their own different meanings.
Yes,
me,
and
guys,
their own different associations. And like they have associations with not just different kinds of like energy like we're going to get into, but they have associations like north, south, east, and west. They have associations. I didn't even write that down. Yeah, water, air, earth, fire. And like your fairy deck,
and feminine, yes.
Yeah, your fairy deck lists them as the seasons, and they all have the seasonal associations, which I wanted to get into specifically because decks like your fairy deck use that. And the first time I used that as an oracle, I was like, "What the fuck is autumn? I don't know.
I don't understand." I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm
autumn
assuming
is cups.
Summer would be swords.
It is, yes.
Okay, it is.
Summer is south, fire. Or I'm sorry, wands, because wands are fire. God damn it! Why? Why? That's another reason why we're having this episode, guys.
No,
because we still do not like that swords are not fire.
Makes no sense.
No.
Makes no sense.
But south and fire are the same.
Oh my god! Wait! Did I fuck
south
this up?
fire and summer are the same.
I wrote
they're
swords as fire. Am I wrong?
Yup.
Did I mix these two up when I wrote them down? Wands is fire.
Yup.
Oh god!
Yeah. See, that's why we're having this episode, guys, because we are literally professional tarot readers.
Literally.
And we get this shit mixed up because it doesn't make sense.
Well, and let's be real, okay? I feel like
just the fire and swords not being together. That's what doesn't make sense. The wands and air not being together and swords and fire not being together. Earth and pentacles, cups and water, that shit makes sense. Sorry, I wasn't trying to I just didn't want to
let's be clear. If there's a tarot reader online and they're like, I get nothing wrong. I disagree with nothing. I know it all. They don't. They're faking. Because it's not real.
Yeah, no, legit, guys.
So, the way that I have it written is starting out with cups. Is that okay?
Yeah, we can start with cups.
Cups is my personal favorite suit. It's all about emotions. Feelings,
it's mood. Your water. The water that cleanses you. The water that is like blood that runs through your veins and pumps in your heart. These are ways that I remember. This is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to voice these things in the way that I remember them.
I remember cups because cups hold water. That's
fair Fair enough. But like that's how I tie it all together with the water and the emotion and the fulfillment and and the psychic ability, which kind of goes along with the emotion.
Well, and I'm also thinking, does it have to do with like my cup runneth over? So
yes.
Abundance,
yeah, I could see that. Yes. But it also has to do with relationships because emotions are bound. Emotions and relationships are bound as closely as, fire and swords.
Right. I know, literally, right? I think that cups are my personal favorite.
It's also west, like, because some things use the directions. West and autumn, or fall, like the season that we're in. Because, like Maddie's fairy deck, some decks have the suits listed as their seasonal associations versus the other things. And for me, that confused the hell out of me.
It confused
me. That is one reason I was like, we should do this episode just so we can talk about the seasonal associations, because
and cups
confused me.
Cups also isn't just cups and hearts. It's most commonly also used as heart, but it can also be cauldrons.
Yeah, it can be any kind of receptacle.
What is yours in the Lord of the Rings deck?
In the Lord of the Rings, it
is cups. It is cups. It makes sense. Like
it can be chalices, because in my Green Witch deck, it's chalices. And then in that deck we got for Witches Talking Tarot that we didn't like and got rid of, they were hearts.
Yes.
And I believe in the Alice in Wonderland deck, it was hearts as well.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Queen.
So I think my second favorite. Hold on, I gotta just.
Oh well, I'm just gonna have to go with Pentacles. Pentacles are my favorite, guys. Pentacles are Earth. They're North. They're winter, and they
represent earthly possessions.
Yeah. It's your money, your health, your household, but not your family.
Worldly life, because Pentacle is Earth.
Yes. Money. Sometimes it's called coins in a deck.
Yes.
Sometimes it's called pentacles. In my Lord of the Rings deck, it's rings. I'm pretty sure in the Green Witch deck, it's like 100% pentacles. I do love me some pentacles. I wear one every day. So not only are pentacles my favorite suit because I'm drawn to pentacles, but I love so many of the pentacle cards. Like the Five of Pentacles is a fucking amazing card.
The Five of Coins. You know what? I can't say that I
like the Two of Pentacles.
Love as many pentacles or coins as much as I love cups, because I love the Two of Cups, and I love
the Two of Cups is a good card.
I love the Five of Cups, the mourning card, the sadness card. So whereas you enjoyed that,
I love the Nine of Cups, like the Seven of Cups, many choices. Make the right one, and Nine of Cups. The fucking wish
I think
card.
that I have a favorite out of each suit, because that brings us to like wands, which is also known as like spears. What else would go with wands?
Wands, spears.
I think that's it.
I don't know, but yeah, like wands are fire, and they're south, and they're summer.
So I love the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is travel, or if it's reversed, it's travel coming to a halt. But wands has everything to do with...
If I like a wands, it's a Five of Wands. Need for reorganization and teamwork. It goes perfectly with like career, work, creativity, energy, ambition, thoughts, your ventures. Which ventures, your number 3 of Wands goes perfectly with it.
I can't remember that one off the top of my head.
The one you just said, the 3 of Wands with the moving, going forward.
So I fucked up and wrote air because I was like, I think as we were talking, I was like, oh, this is thoughts, this is dreams, this is travel, this is inspiration, this is authenticity for air. This is why it should be air.
I know, because like that is the Athames stuff, and it doesn't make sense to me because wands should be all of those things. Wands should be that.
Swords you wield with passion.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't get it. So, I guess we'll cover swords real quick. So, swords, Athames. What else can it be? Is it ever something other than swords, Athames, or knives?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But that's air, east, spring. It's your intuition, your intellect.
It's
power,
passion. It's
conflict,
can also
worry.
It's
all your head shit. That's how I remember Athames and air. It's all your head shit. My favorite Athames card is the 8 of Athames.
I like the 3 of Swords.
Yeah.
I do like the 3 of Swords.
I like the 8. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Any which way you go, you're getting cut on the way out, but you have to fucking get out. I love that card.
I actually really
love the cards of struggle.
I actually really like Swords, as I say it out loud, because I love the 10 of Swords, which is a bond broken, a finality. But then I love the 9 of Swords, which is the anxiety card.
And reversed, it's all like
in your
fucking head. Yes.
Now this song's in your head. In your head. I'm gonna end it because like zombie. Now this fucking song.
Hate you.
I know. Oh my god! Now
it is in my head.
Fucking song's gonna be in my head forever.
It's still like she's still singing "Zombie" right now.
Zombie.
Damn it!
God.
But Athames, it's all in your head.
Well, and what's really cool is you can use the suits as well for your spell work. I personally do not. I believe Amber said she also does not, but I know people who do.
Yeah,
and
lots of people use
you can not just like the suits, but also just cards in general. For cups, let's say you're doing a love spell. I don't recommend, but whatever. Let's say you're doing a love spell, or you're in a relationship and you want to strengthen that bond. So we're going to use the 2 of Cups. That's literally a bond strength, like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people bonding, 2 people coming together to bond.
Yeah. Well, and each suit, like, so for those of you who are not, so something that I have been learning as we have done this show, not everybody's very familiar with tarot. So like, you talk about the suits, they don't really, so there's 4 suits, just like in a regular deck of playing cards. And each suit has ace through king. Mm-hmm. Okay. So ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
all
9,
the way to
10.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got a page and then a knight and then a king and a queen. So unlike a playing card deck that just goes 10 and then jack and then queen, king, there's also the page card in there with the knight card. And like, I love how each suit kind of moves through, and like, you can see a story through the way each card's energy moves to the next one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And like, they all like, they kind of have some overlaps. Like we were talking in the kitchen, like all of the 5 cards are struggle cards. Like the 5 of Cups is the sorrow card, right? And the 5 of Spears is like, it's a card of struggle. You need to reorganize and have teamwork. The 5 of Pentacles or coins is knowing, or like not seeing the help that's available to you. And then the 5 of Swords is needing self-confidence. Like they're all cards of struggle, and like there are some overlaps in the suits, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, I find that very interesting because the overlaps are not exact, because I find it interesting because it goes back to that whole thing that from season 1, episode 1, and you were saying like something along the lines, I haven't heard that episode for a really long time. It was something along the lines of like, you said, what are the odds that I pulled this card? And your husband would have said 1 in 72.
Yeah, that's so shitty. Thank you, Bryson. Like, I know, that's exactly, like, he's not wrong. It's so frustrating. Like, no,
and that's where like the different, like the differences in those overlaps are where that point doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because I don't know. Does that, am I making sense in what I'm trying to say?
I hear you.
Do you guys think I'm making sense? But I feel like Pentacles and Cups are pretty perfect with their associations in like every way.
Oh, I think Cups, absolutely. With emotions. Yeah. Emotions are fluid like water.
Yes.
Emotions change. It also represents like mood. Moods change. The water is always flowing in and out, in and out. That's actually something that my my 1-year-old son is learning, which is emotions come and emotions go. It's okay to feel them, but they're probably not going to last forever unless it's a very strong resentment, which in which case I get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, like same with like Pentacles and Earth and like health and money. Like Earth is grounding. Earth is where you get your energy cleansed. You know what I mean?
Earth is where you get the herbs to heal yourself.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
Thank you.
that's my thought. I misspelled possessions. I put two. I'm just gonna sketch that out. Anyway, it goes with money as well, and
right,
they're always represented
because the
like
tangible
coins. Yes,
right, and it's the tangible. Like, can you hold water in your hand? Yes, but it's gonna run out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can you hold fire? No. Can you hold air? No, but you can hold earth, and so it represents all that we can touch. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, it is this plane.
Yes, it is all the material. It is the material
well,
things.
And the thing with
like my dragon ass mug.
Oh.
It's been a long week already, guys.
I'm drinking out of a pickle jar.
Recycling.
Hey, it was on our spiritual journey episode, which we need to update this next year, don't we? Because I feel like we've been, you and I both have been doing really fucking good without even realizing. I don't know. I feel like I have anyway.
Nah, I mean, I have just been trying to find balance in everything.
Right.
Oh, but I mean, I haven't measured anything, but been doing what I've set out to do.
So with wands, you know, being thoughts and dreams and travels and inspirations, because like in my deck, in my Game of Thrones deck specifically, it has a lot to do with travel. The Two of Wands in my deck is the go card. It's like the getting out of your comfort zone, whether physically or spiritually. And then the Three of Wands is one of my favorites, which is literally the travel card, moving home, moving to a new job.
Well, and then the Six of Wands is, that's Six of Athames, is moving away from.
Yeah. Which makes
Which again goes to getting Wands and Athames confused.
Well, I mean,
all the time.
Well, when I think travel and I think moving, I don't think fucking fire. I think air. We're blowing in the wind. You know what I mean?
Well, and I guess like with fire, I think of like movement from like the ambition standpoint, you know? And I guess really that is where the card differences come into play. Like, you know, the wands, when it's that movement, it's like an energy of air blowing through, whereas in the fire cards or the wands cards, it's the ambition coming through, whereas in the Athames, the air, it's the you know, all of that in your head, like your thoughts, you're being led forward by your intellect and
your intellect and your passions. With the swords, you know, I feel like I can't remember a lot of them off the top of my head, but they are my that's not true.
Well, there's the Three of Swords. Like, so the Two of Swords is the uncomfortable truths or feeling like you're in an unfair fight.
Oh shit, you're right, because it's usually represented by somebody with two crossing swords, right? Yeah. So maybe I actually recognize the swords the most out of them.
Yeah, because I love them. So the Four of Swords is the rest card, right?
Right.
And the Three of Swords is betrayal, heartbreak card, right?
Yes.
Well, I guess it's the heartbreak card, agonizing over a decision of letting go because of heartbreak, perhaps. And then the Seven is the betrayal card. The Seven of Swords is the betrayal card, right?
I think
I've heard of it called the betrayal card. In my Green Witch deck, it's using clever strategy to overcome your opponents.
May I? We have a handy dandy notebook.
Yeah.
No, I always call the Three of Swords the betrayal card, but that's just me.
Well, see, I've been calling the Three of Swords the betrayal card, and then I was like, wait, is that the heartbreak card? And this is where it comes down to like how you associate.
So the Seven of Swords is the card of thievery.
So betrayal.
Yes,
like in that regard.
Someone wants what you have.
And that would be, you know, the Green Witch deck very much is a love and light deck. So using strategy to overcome your opponent, thievery. You know, you could read both things out of this, right? You know what I mean?
Because it says The swords represent houses Stark, Lannister, and Baratheon, 3 warring factions. The suffering heart symbolizes the impact of... Yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah, and then the 5 of Swords is needing self-confidence. And I don't know what else goes along with the 5 of Swords. I just... That's what I take away the most.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm reading in a little more. The 3 swords piercing the flaming heart. The central heart is Oathkeeper used by Brienne of Tarth to kill Stannis Baratheon. That's it.
So sad.
Not really. That motherfucker burned.
Yeah, no.
I didn't really. Yeah.
I heard Baratheon and I thought Robert, but I was like, wait, what?
Is it even sad if he died either? The Baratheons were kind of a... What the fuck is this, Amber?
I don't know. It was donated.
It was donated. Sorry, somebody colored in it.
Yeah, I didn't. I am not a 3-year-old anymore. But I don't know. Like, actually, yeah. I don't know. I still like the 8 of Swords is probably one of my favorite cards, like, out of all cards, period.
Well, and like I was saying earlier, with these different meanings between the different suits, you can use them in your spellcraft, assuming you're going to. Love spells, a lot of people like to use hearts. If you want to do prosperity spells, you could do pentacles. However, you want to be careful which ones you use.
Right, because the energy of the card is going to affect your spell. So you want to definitely read up on all... Because, okay, so somebody once told me that there's no good or bad card. And, like, the card's energy, it kind of goes, like, this card will have decent... Like, this card will have this kind of energy. And then the next one will have, like, the opposite energy. But I've come to learn that that's not even the case. Every card has multifaceted energies. And it just kind of depends on what you're going for as to what card you should best select, because you can find something in the Athames that's very similar to something in the Wands, but they're going to give you different energies because one is going to come from a place of your passion. One's going to come from a place of like your intuition. You could use cups for psychic ability or emotional help. You could use pentacles for something money related,
right?
You
or
know,
not
but
even
like
just
really
money related, but also health related. You want to do like money spells, health spells. If you want inspiration, I personally would say use wands. That's just me.
Right, but I'm just saying like each card, like you can find similar energies that have different associations that are going to go along with it. Like each card, like there's some cards that they're similar, but this one's going to have more inspiration based and this one's going to be more passion based. Is like, you know what I mean?
Right, I feel you.
Yeah, so
be careful
and definitely look all the way into it. Just don't go, oh, I like this. But then again, I'm an intuition based person. So like the other side of me goes, well, why not? If it connects, why not?
Well, and I'm over here like, maybe I will start using tarot cards in my spells. Because the way that I noticed a lot of people do it is they'll lay the cards out with that energy. And then they'll either do their spell to the side or on top of, assuming you're doing it safely and you're not gonna light your wall on fire. No names, no names. Do you not know that story? So I knew this person who was using tarot cards to put a not so nice spell on another person. And
sounds like karma. Sorry.
Oh, it absolutely was. It absolutely was. Anyway, so they go outside and they're like, blah, 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 beep, beep, beep. And they're like, damn, that car has been backing up.
Oh my God, that would be me. Like, wait, this is not about me. I don't remember setting a wall on fire, but I would be the person going, damn, what are they doing with that car?
Right, and then they're finally like, holy shit, that's not the fucking car, that's the fire alarm. And the wall was on fucking fire. And everything on the altar was destroyed. I agree that was karma because it wasn't a nice spell that they were doing, first of all. Second of all, I'm
not Wiccan, but rule of 3, bitches.
Let's just take this as a lesson to when you're using tarot cards for a spell. be careful where you put your candle because they're flammable, as are lots of things. But
like your walls.
like, or if you use an altar cloth. I actually got a picture of all that, and it was a fucking char. The whole altar, like the cloth was all shriveled up and black. It was crazy. Definitely don't fuck with that shit. Anyway,
That sounds
point is
terrible.
Yeah, it does.
Make sure you have a cup of water around.
But seriously though, like if you're gonna use the energy of that card, you can place it in the middle of your altar and do your spell candle to the side, to this
I don't
side,
know.
or you
I'm
could
not
do it
gonna
on
lie.
top.
I like it as a backdrop.
Really?
The artist in me is like, it's like looking over and like projecting its energy over your. I don't know. It's just how I'm
I like that because
like
to me,
that.
I'm thinking I want to
like
put it down
laying it
and I want to
over.
put it like
And like
around
let it come up, but I'm like almost like the card is, it's the backdrop, right? Like you have your Hecate's wheel behind stuff sometimes, right? And then like you've got all the shit laid out for your spell, whatever it is, and the card is just basically like I'm picturing it as radiating the energy like a rainbow.
it.
Like
See,
it's like
I
a Care
like
Bear
it.
tarot card. It's just doing the thing.
Right. No, I feel you. I
love
feel
it.
you because I can see the energy coming in when you lay it down. It goes up. It was just releasing the energy into the universe.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you want
You
to
do it, right?
But like if you were gonna do like a psychic spell, I'm trying to think like not necessarily to open your third eye, but maybe to sharpen your intuition. The High Priestess.
Yeah. Oh
Absolutely.
yeah. Oh yeah. But if you wanted to, like, you might use the Queen of Cups as well. Because
absolutely.
She's the only one with the other that level of intuition. But she's also got this caring.
Yes, she's caring, and she's also in touch with her emotions.
Yes,
she doesn't like go out of like she's able to, you know.
Absolutely.
So I think
I like
personally I may incorporate some tarot.
I might as well, especially because. I mean, this deck and I are so
absolutely.
tight.
Well, I'm thinking I've got a new Game of Thrones deck, so the old one can be used too. Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think so. I think it all fell into place.
That's a great way to retire them without retiring them. Still appreciate their energy.
Exactly.
That is because I could, outside of the 2 cards I'm missing, I could do that with my Green Witch deck and finally get to enjoy her again.
Right, and you're still
I miss
using
her.
them. Right,
yes.
You're still feeling that energy.
I love that. Thank you. Because like I've been trying to figure out a way to incorporate her back into practice, but with missing 2 cards and such important cards, the Chariot and the Empress.
Well, and as I say that right now, I think the layout of the cards does matter. For example, for some reason, the thing that popped into my head is you're not going to want to have 2 cards crossing each other.
Agree.
You know what I mean? Because
fighting energy, opposing energy, or blocking
side by
each
side,
other.
Exactly. So I think side by side would be best as opposed to on. No, I noticed a lot.
Or again, I'm like
the overlooking. Well, they could be side by side.
They could be like this, and then like you've got energy coming this way, you've got energy coming that way, and it becomes this cycle, a fucking cycle of energy going through your spell.
And the fucking magician.
Oh my god! Or get creative with it. You can make a fucking box. Okay, hear me out, guys. I'm making my husband make me this. Okay, so you take 4 pieces of wood and you make a hollow box. And then you could line it with the cards you want.
Yeah, there's something like a holder, a clear holder or something. But I wouldn't want to use plastic. I feel like that would
I wouldn't want to use plastic either, but like you could notch the wood in a way that it would hold the cards, right? You could just slide them in.
Ribbon, use ribbon.
You could tie ribbon on, and the color, you could use color magic along with it. But then you have like this box, and you put your spell inside of that, and you've got a cycle of energy from the tarot cards continuously going through your fucking spell. Oh my god, it would be, and it would keep it moving.
Don't have a flame going.
Don't have a flame. No. Yeah. No, but like think about it, like it's a long-term thing. You leave it going. And that energy is constantly cycling through and keeping your spell fresh and renewed and active.
You think so?
I do.
Wow.
Like having by having the cards together like that. I pictured it in my head, yo. I just
like
can't.
A wheel
I can't
that
let
keeps
go.
On turning.
Oh my God, yes. Put the Wheel of the Year in there and the fucking not the sun, but the Wheel of Fortune and
The World.
The World. Yes, thank you.
I
yes.
love that.
Oh my God.
Great
That would give it complete motion if you had one on one end, one on the other, and then you got whatever you want the other, because it would keep it going. It would just keep that fucking oh my fucking God, I love this episode.
I actually do too, because I fully intend to use tarot in my...
I'm going to be like, Corey, I need you to build me this thing, and he's going to be like, what in Hellraiser do you want me to build?
So I have a question for you, and maybe this will help the viewers. I'm curious your opinion. Somebody doesn't have a tarot deck, but they want to do a spell similar to how you just explained, or just they want to do a spell using that energy. Maybe they want to use the box spell, but they only have one deck. They don't want to take 2 cards out. Would printing out
I was literally thinking that you could print a picture and then, I think personally, if you have a connection with that deck, this is what my intuition just said, is that you would print a copy of it and you would keep those things together for a little while so that the copy can kind of accept some of that energy from the original. It maybe won't be as strong, but if you're empowering it with the energy of these other cards in that same, in this cycle of energy, I think it'd be like a kinetic energy kind of thing. Like it's got to start out with some energy from the original card, but then once you get it in the cycle and it's in the spell box, and I am fucking doing this, like 1,000,000% doing this, but kinetic energy, it's gonna pick up, and then it'll be just like it was regular cards, you know what I mean? Right. Like, because that kinetic energy, once it gets going and it's flowing, and it's just gonna flow, and it's just gonna be like, fuck yeah. And I really think that having the Wheel of the Year, or the Wheel of Fortune, and the World,
it's almost like what is it?
Like gives it that motion.
Okay, but I need you to create a fucking, what is it? It's an oil. It's a specific oil, because I feel like that would go so good in the spell. It's a road opener, maybe, or not roads opener. What is it? It's remover of obstacles, maybe. I think it's a road opener oil, and it's like it opens the world, and it opens that energy so that I hear about it all the time. I think it's road opener oil or something like that.
I will look into that. I don't know that I've heard of that, but I definitely like the idea of an oil that would help keep that spell going, removing obstacles and adding, renewing the energy. So it's self-cleaning. It's like it does the whole thing. So you'd want earth in there. Like you'd want the energy of earth for that cleansing and that renewal. And I think I'd want the energy of water as well. Like, actually, I think it would have to have, it would have to have elements that represent all 4, right? Like, to get that cycle. I think, that would be necessary. This is cool. I love this.
That's awesome.
What do you guys think? What do you think of this episode? Like, we're gonna be bringing you more tarot, because we are Witches Talking Tarot, and maybe some people said they wanted to hear tarot in season 2, and maybe when my oldest daughter and I were talking at one point, she said, well, you guys are Witches Talking Tarot, but I don't know how many tarot episodes you've done. And I was like, look, shut your face. We've already discussed this. So we're bringing you more tarot.
Yes.
This is one way of doing it. We're going to bring you other ways.
We should talk about the major arcana.
Yeah, definitely want to talk about. I was thinking we should talk about the suit cards specifically, page through king, because we personally have so much trouble keeping some of them apart that I think it would be helpful to others to have, if we did an episode just about the court cards, essentially. You know?
Now,
plus the queens are wonderful to talk about.
I do love them. Love them. Now, before we get off here, which I realize it is a bit of a shorter episode, do we want to pull a card for the episode? Because I think that would be really fun. I do like that.
You want to pull a card?
Yes. So what would this be?
Because we did readings earlier, and if you're on our Patreon, you can see our Samhain readings for each other. But we each pulled a couple of the same cards for each other. So I'm curious.
Is this energy for us, or is this energy for the viewers? Maybe to expect. When does this air? Next Tuesday?
If we do it before the guys, then Tuesday. If we do it after the guys, Thursday.
Okay.
And we haven't, like, I can't remember. You know what? The notebook says what order they air. So let's just see what the notebook says.
Oh, yeah, we wrote it all down.
Yeah, we organize bitches.
Yeah,
because we aren't bitches. If you haven't heard that episode yet, go back to season 1.
So it'll be... It's,
Tarot with the different suits on Tuesday. Okay, so it'll be Tuesday. And the guys on Thursday.
So is this for, like, what people to expect the rest of the week, then? What do you think?
I mean...
What do the ancestors have to say as a collective?
I like that. Okay. What do the ancestors have to say? What do they say? What do they say? What do you guys think they say? Do you pray to your ancestors? Do you acknowledge them at all? Are they part of your practice? Did you celebrate them at Samhain?
And
do you not care?
We are recording this the day after Samhain.
Yes, we are. Samhain ended a little while ago when the sun went down. So it's been wonderful, amazing fucking energy. Like, I cannot explain. I do love this time of year. The very air feels different. Sorry, guys. I'm that guy that makes mouth noises sometimes.
I need to remember this because you tell me what it means every time I pull this card.
Ah, I do. I do love these fucking cards. I love my Lord of the Rings deck. They're so pretty too, and they're like a great size for my little hands. My little tiny hands.
I just scratched my nose right here, and my first thought was, this is going to be the fucking thumbnail, isn't it? Please don't let that be the thumbnail.
No, not at all. Strength, Maddie. Have strength.
Okay.
It will not be the thumbnail. I promise. I'm curious what it is. The Fool.
Ah, okay, so that's cool.
Well,
we got
find another. Oh.
I love that one.
I love that.
So the card that I pulled was Temperance, which is all about balance. This is having faith and being able to find balance between two situations. This could be balance between work life and home life. This could be balance between partnerships. You know what I mean? Like having that sort of...
Well, and I feel like it's a balance in accepting knowledge, both what's presented to you that differs from what you personally believe or what's brought into your realm. Because, like, I feel like that's why it's Sam.
Maybe this will be the thumbnail. We'll have you do the same thing.
Okay, sorry, we'll get back to talking, guys. Yeah, but I love the theme of balance because I got the Two of Cups, which is a good partnership.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can't have a good partnership.
Exactly.
And also, temperance, like this is what Maddie, if you guys heard Maddie say, you know, I tell her every time because I love the thing about temperance, which is people used to temper their water with their wine, which like I explained this like 3 times the other night when I was doing my readings. And it's like, okay, so if you drank wine all day long, you'd be fucking trashed by the end of the day. If you drank water back in the day, you'd get sick because people like shat in the rivers and stuff, and like then they like do their laundry. Yes, exactly.
Did you watch that episode?
I probably did because I've seen, I think, all of them through a certain time frame, right? But like you watered your wine down so you could drink wine all day. without being drunk.
Kills the parasites.
Yeah,
right?
and the alcohol kills the parasites in the water, so you could safely consume your water as well.
So those cards were all about balance.
Yes.
Balance. Find the balance. I love that, which is what we were talking about in our private readings, which we gave each other.
Yes, I was wondering if it would come through in that, you know.
And you can see those readings on our Patreon, by the way, which is Talking Tarot at Patreon, or however the hell that works.
Yeah, I think it's like patreon.com/ I think is how it works. And then, but it is Witches Talking Tarot. Like, you can go to patreon.com and just search for us. Like, you should see our faces. Yep. It's us. Promise. I can't think of anything else because, like, this has been a great episode. I can't wait to incorporate the use of a fucking spell wheel that I create with the help of my loving husband.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because, like, that shit's gonna be fun.
You know what I've noticed?
What?
In the past, I have started braiding my hair towards the end of the episode. So it's like, you know the episode's over when Maddie's putting away the maid.
That's hilarious. That's a great way to start ending it. Yeah, so we did the Patreon. So Melissa, enjoy the readings. Enjoy this episode. Thank you so much for all of your support. Anybody else want to shout out like Melissa, you know what to do. Find us on the socials. They'll all be linked. I can't think of anything else.
I think we're good. Thank you for sitting with us a spell. But I'm sorry, I did think of something. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes,
and comment and let us know if you use the tarot cards during spell work, or if you're
or what your
to
favorite,
do so.
Yeah, like do you have a favorite suit? Do you have a favorite card in that suit? Do you have a favorite card of every suit? Do you have multiple favorites like me? Because I fucking suck at picking favorites.
I feel that. All right. Well, thank you for coming and sitting with us for a spell.
Bye.